Welcome to Pyanodons with alternated energy. 610 hours walkthrough base tour report. 10 hours report. I told last time that I hope to finish all the ingredients for the this one, right? Complex circuit boards, because there are only a few left and they're easy to make actually. And the few that is left, that is the medium power resistor, the electrolytic capacitor, and the printed circuit substrate. And they are not so hard to make. It is not like the antimony pulp. We don't need. We need only ingredients that we have already. By the way, I'd like to ask you, if you like my series, please subscribe, because I need much more subscribers. Click the like button, and if you like to have a notification for the next tour, click on the notification button. Okay, when I start these 10 hours, I find out that my Ulrich was not running. And my Ulrichs, I show you, because it is best interested to tell that. En we gaan kijken waar mijn Ulrichs are. Here, by the honey, everything, yeah. The problem was here. The problem was my chest, my shed, how do you call it, was overloaded with barrels, and was so full that there was nothing running anymore. The Ulrichs were not running, and Ulrichs is food for the Arquat. And Arquat I need for honey, Arquat honey. And Arquat honey is weer an ingredient for everything, zo'n beetje. This one is complete full now with Arquats, that's why it is not running, otherwise it's running. And then what happened, I get shocked, because my Arquat honey was empty. And I start making, because that is the food, these are the Ulrichs, get feeded here, and they make honeycombs, full honeycombs. And here in the filters they make empty honeycombs and put out the Arquat honey. The problem is, this started running that time, and that are 20 machines. Yeah, and they consume, if you look on the right side, 200 megawatts each. So 200 megawatts times 20 is 4 gigawatt. So you understand, I had a big problem that time, because normally it is on 5.3 gig, and this jumped, and you can see that here, this jumped to the 9.3, and 9.3 I can handle that with the windmills what I had that time, and the steam engines, because the windmills have an accumulator. They can batteries. They can hold electricity for a while, because there is not always wind. And if the wind goes down, then at least it still generates some electricity. The steam is the same story. If there is a steam buffer inside, if the steam is full, they can produce for a short time 2.3 gig. But after a while, if they run constantly, they can produce only around 700 megawatts. So it starts good. And you see the steam engines are kicking in here, and when I find out that I consume so many electricity, I decide to extend my wind farm, and I did it. I put 300, something like 300 wind farms, windmills, and that makes the total on 2.5k. And that's supposed to be sufficient, she said, because a windmill is 4 megawatt. But 4 megawatt times 2.5 is 10 gigawatt. Zeg ik dat goed? Ja. En ja, 2 times 4 is 8 plus half is 10 gigawatt. But the problem is there is not always wind, so you cannot count on the. Sometimes it goes down to 3 gigawatt. So you cannot count on it, so you have to be much more capacity than real. Then another problem was the copper. For the items that I have to make for the complex circuit boards, I use huge amount of copper wire, as you see. And the copper wire I did not get from the belt. I made it from copper. And the problem was the copper, my copper, that was stacked in the beginning for the belt, but not until the end. And that's why I'm working on, and it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, everything to do, because you have to wait that the belt is empty and that kind of thing. So I consume a lot of time for it. Where is it now? The belt. Kijk, here is it stacked, and all of a sudden it stopped because I have to make it empty, and I continue. I'm still working on it. This have to be upgraded, have to be red, but I start now using yellow splitters because I cannot make yet the red ones, and I'm so close now to the point that I can make them because they need only complex circuit boards, so I have to replace them later. Before I use a chest to make it splitting. It's not 100% working because sometimes if it is full running, then sometimes one output is not running at all and the other one is running full speed. You have to use to control that with wires, with circuit boards, with circuits, logic circuits. So this I have to finish it, and you see there is no copper coming here right now because I have to make it empty. It is empty now, so I can continue. Now, what did I do? I made at least this one, and this one are the medium power. And the medium power needs just the Kermit, the ferrochrome, and the high power resistor, what we have already from the simple circuit boards, and the boric acid. Boric acid we have also already, so it's easy peasy. Put them together, and we have them on the belt. And we need a huge amount for this, by the way. And I cannot produce it, and I don't care also because I don't need a full belt actually with the complex circuit boards. This one we need 45, and one belt, you know, is 30, a red belt. The other parts, that is also huge. This one is 60. Now I don't make 60. I'm very sorry, but them are a little bit smaller. And that's why you understand this cost a lot of copper wire. Tin cable. Tin cable is copper wire with tin. So simple is it. And I make here already 2 belts. This is for the tin copper wire. The tin copper wire I have on the belt, but I don't get it from the belt because I consume everything what I have. So I made it from tin with copper. I make a separate section here to make copper wire. I have 2 full lines full. If this completely running, feed it with copper wire, and then I combine it with the tin. So one belt I use for 8 automated factories, and the other belt for the other 8, 16 automated factories, and that's going to make then the tinned copper wire what I need. To me is what I produce, and more I don't like to produce. Simple is it. Then after that we have to make have to make this one. We have this already. This one, the electrolytic capacitors, the toroidal inductors, and the printed circuits. Now it is almost not so hard to do, and I show you. And the good news is I finish it in the next 10 hours. And I know that I cannot say that by sure, because I play it already, and it is ready for recording already. So that is the good news. The next 10 hours, the next tour, you can see the complex circuit boards are running from the belt. Yes, and I think we worked more than 100 hours on it to accomplish this, and I'm very happy. But this is really a milestone. Now we are able to make other things also, by the way, because we need also other materials to upgrade everything to Mark II slowly. Okay, this was it. I hope you enjoy it. There is not too much progress in the game, except upgrading, upscaling, and preparing for the big day, and that is the next 10 hours, the complex circuit boards. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget. Click the like button, click the notification button, click everywhere you want. I hope to see you the next tour, the 620 hours tour with the complex circuit boards completed. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day.